At some point today, the wide receiver who made his Iowa debut last year. Kaleb Johnson out of the backfield. He and Coleman both great.
Perimeter.
They are without Addison Ostrenga, the second tight end, as Johnson bangs off a 14-play drive and a 0 for Washington. First red zone stop for Iowa this year, and they'll hand it to Kaleb Johnson, who's a tank for 10.5.
Iowa, well, you got to capture that. You got to capture that momentum with this drive.
So they will go to their strength. Kaleb Johnson hangs onto the ball. Bruner tried to
at 200-some pounds, and you're going to see him take this pitch and then just go north-south. Outside stretch zone, a wonderful job there right in the middle by Bo Stevens. And you plant that foot, as Kaleb says. Takes you a little while in this system, and by your third year, you know it. Tim Lester said it, but the tempo's improving.
Johnson straight ahead. Running behind. 150-plus starts on the offensive line. There's Pascuzzi in motion. They'll run from where he came. And Kaleb Johnson, who says he
let go of that heat.
Right back to him. Yeah, you're not going to stop him for a yard. Nearly 8 yards a carry already for Iowa. And that's a walk-in for Johnson. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Zones. First down for Iowa. Kaleb Johnson on the run. He's Eli Miller, the fullback, in motion. McNamara steps up. He got hit. He throws it wide. It's caught by Johnson.
Handle game situations pretty well.
Johnson is lifted off the ground by Bandit. Johnson steps outside and just rams forward for yards. He ends up with 5, call it 6. With Anderson in motion, they'll run it again. This time he only ends up with.
He hates those matchups all the time.
McNamara to throw on second down. Johnson out of the backfield. Turns it upfield and scores.
Right here at Kaleb Johnson. He's going to be in the backfield, and he's going to come out on this route, and watch his little feet here work through the mesh. Right, you're going to see the crossing routes on the inside, and then he's going to use a little feet, and he's going to get right out there through the traffic and just gets a leverage on Bruner.
Together for the first time since the 90s. We'll always have that field goal at the end of the first half. Oh, Kaleb Johnson breaks free. Johnson switches back. My goodness, again.
Once again, just watch these men do their job. Look at them work in concert. Get to the second level. Lachey, an unbelievable block up there at the third level. And then to your point, the big man got some moves.
His first play in first grade was a 70-yard touchdown run that he remembers vividly, and that beautiful day here in Iowa City. Off the turnover, it's a toss for Kaleb Johnson. He breaks one tackle and gets near the line of scrimmage. Iowa just 2 for 5 on third down, only 5 chances today. Nice pickup and a rush right down the middle. Seth Anderson gets.
I'd to see Seth Anderson, but look at big boy, not just as a runner, but watch him here come right to the face of that blitz at Fabiculanan and pick him up, drive him out.
Last year for the Hawkeyes, but as you said, injuries have really caused him a problem. Johnson, hesitation, now he hits the hole and batters his way inside the 5.
Textbook, and just watch guard to guard. That just tells the story. You got 3 different Husky bodies in there, but they are just displaced. Moved off that line of scrimmage, and give Kaleb Johnson that opportunity to get 225 pounds barreling at you.
Brendan Sullivan back in at quarterback. Call it 2nd and 1. Straight ahead one more time. Kaleb Johnson has lived in the end zone. He's going to have to settle for one more time. Johnson leaning and no gains.
Right, you're going to see him right here, 290-pound transfer out of Sacramento State. Sheds his block so he can get to those legs and kill the motor, right? Take those legs away so they stop churning.
Their will right now is the end zone. Sullivan, the quarterback. Right back to him, and he is met and driven back. Johnson driven back by.
Lifted off his feet. He's to the left. Here's Bruner, eyes all over it, watching that double team. But Valdez holds his point, and then he too. Maybe a little difficult.
First down here. Kaleb Johnson averaging 8 yards a run this year. That's a whole lot more this time. Off the block from Gill. He tiptoes across the 40. That's 23 more.
Of these three guys, it's very simple. You know what's coming at you. It's going to be that split zone and then the cutback for Johnson and that vision. And I know you love it and I love it, watching these backs at 225 pounds that don't stop on that cut.
Yeah. 167 yards on the ground for Iowa, so they return there with Kaleb Johnson.
Different story.
2nd and 7. It's a toss moving forward. Kaleb Johnson running into more Huskies and throwing his body for a first down.
They went to school here, and just watch these guys on the outside. Lachey as well next to him, just doing their job. Saw Dallas Clark on the sidelines before the game. He's like, yeah, we did that 20 years ago. Yep, we did it 10 years ago. Yep, we just keep on doing it. We keep driving off the ball.
Kaleb Johnson again. Behind the block from Miller and bowling in.
So much comfort in this system. Watch the run, watch the center here. Logan Jones get to the second level and right there, just the vision. Could he go right at 21? Sure, but can he cut it back with just a violence in a
Hawkeyes, hey! You a vibe. Hey! Hawkeyes, hey! You a vibe. Hawkeyes, you a vibe. Bug on the loose, throw the deuce, quit flashing. Get smacked by Nick Jackson. Why?